So we're going to take a little oil and apply it to the arm and make sure that you go all the way up the inside, turn around all the way up the outside. Make sure you get through the back area where we're going to be working. And we're going to go straight into our handwork. So it feels really, really good to actually spread apart this palm area. And I like to take my fingers and use them and kind of pull and push at the same time. So I'm pushing on the top of the hand and really stretching out on the bottom so that that person can feel that pull and stretch into that palm area. Just like that. Then we're going to work through the top of the hand, through the wrist, and we're going to go off each finger. Just once. Just to say hi. And come back and stretch that hand. Now, as we go to do the rest of this work, for the forearm, we have 3 lines on the top and on the bottom as well. But we only have 1 line through the bicep and through the back of the arm. So let's go ahead and head into this forearm work. And all we're going to do is take our 3 lines and start on the inside and then go to that middle line and then the outside. And I like to work directly on the bone, but not hard. That's where all the muscles attach. So it feels good to have them kind of squished against their attachments and get some pressure in there. Now, if this is uncomfortable for your thumb and the person's arm can do that, you can lay their arm flat or even put something underneath it to support and just compress with your hand this way. I prefer the 3 lines with the thumbs, but if you need to, you can do it that way. So just with our thumbs. Then we're going to flip the arm over and do the same thing, but you're going to have to hold. So I'm going to come over here to this outside line and come up to the elbow. So I'm actually right through here, and then I'm going to do a middle line, and then this inside line, which looks outside, but it's inside. Okay, again, all the way to this area back here, pinky side, middle line, inside line. Last time through. And as you notice, I can flip back and forth between my hands. Either one will work in that position. Okay? Then we're going to go straight into the bicep work. The easiest way to work the bicep is to get the person on the table to just kind of relax and let you control their arm. And you're going to take your hand without going into this area of the elbow. We don't want to go in the crease. And just take our palm and flatten it out. And I like to start at about a 90, and as I'm doing this stroke up towards the shoulder, I kind of lengthen out the arm, and it creates a stretch and a compression at the same time for that bicep. That bicep is a muscle that gets really tired, and being able to work through it like this actually helps change lots of things into the pec and the neck. And just flatten out. And you could do this 3, 6, 7, 8 times. Just compress and flatten at the same time. Then we're going to take our stroke and go around through the back of the arm and change hands and come up and just knead through that tricep and the deltoid. Now remember, we got the deltoid and the tricep pretty good in the back work. So we're just going to come around and say hi to all of this and take our fingers and pull down the back of the arm. Just like that. Now we're going to do a really fun closing stroke that kind of confuses the brain, feels really great on the arm. What we're going to do is start with our hands kind of cupping the person's hand like this. And we're going to take our palm, be careful over that crease of the elbow, all the way up. And we're going to come back down to that same position, turn the hand over, all the way up, come all the way around the back of the arm and down. And we're going to do that 3 times. And up, and turn as you go. And all the way up, and back down. And as this is a closing stroke, we're going to lighten up and slow down at the same time. And finish this last one up the back of the arm and around. Good. And hold to let them know you're done. And just rest their hand right there on their stomach. Now we're going to go do this on the other arm.